Yo. So today I'm going to talk about some arena changes I would like to see. With the launch of 2.0, there's been a lot of discussion whether the old system was better or the new system is better. Um, and honestly, there's positives and negatives for both. New system, we saw a lot of inconsistencies with defenses and just the overall how the points are working, especially once you get into Apex Overlord. But yeah, I think there could be a lot of changes to just really solidify Arena and make it something that people actually enjoy. So the first thing on the list is give us the option to choose which battle is to set our defense with. So as you know, like if you have a win, like um, that win is going to be your defense for the next one, whatever you ended on. So instead of doing that, just let us like choose one, like how we have the option to set up an auto run in any other parts of the game, and let us just keep that one. Um, and then it can't be overridden until we choose a different one that we like. This would solve the issues with timings for a lot of people on defense. Let's say they ended off on a bad attack or something. They wouldn't have to worry about, okay, now I have to do another arena fight just to make sure my timings are good so I can have a solid defense. It's just a stupid system how it's set up now. Um, it's inconvenient for us. I don't know. It's just really bad. Um, I think the if we are able to set our defense like s- select a run that we actually want as our defense, there could be no reason to complain if your defense is losing or not. You could end up just switching it with another attack run that you do later on. Um, for the second thing on the list, I have weekly bans or hero bonuses. As we know, once you see like certain rankings and teams and stuff, it's always the same ones. Or it's consistently about the same ones. I think a weekly bonus or certain hero bans for the week would make things a lot more enjoyable. Like otherwise, it's just going to be stale. You're running the same team over and over and over again. And I get some people might enjoy that, but I think for the most of us, having an option of like, okay, Hat's banned this week, and say you use Hatsit and your AOE and your marksman. Okay, well, time to find a new person for both those teams. It would really spice Arena up a little bit more rather than just seeing the same old cookie cutter teams over and over again. Uh, it would make people think outside the box. I don't know. I think it would just like make Arena overall enjoyable. Otherwise, we're gonna see like the same 5 or 10 heroes that every other team is running. The next one on the list, widen Apex Overlord. I think we should be around in the top 500 for Apex Overlord, and then that would be at like the top 2,500 overall for Overlord and Apex Overlord, which I think is a good mixture of people in there. The rewards aren't too worth pushing into Overlord at the moment. Like, I think what do you get? An extra Ancient, which is pretty cool. That's some good value, and 200 diamonds. But realistically, it's a lot more wins. It's a lot more grinding. I don't know if people are actually staying up to push it at the end like they were like in Raid and other games. I imagine there are quite a few people doing that, but for what we're getting in return, it's just really not worth. I'd rather just go to bed knowing that, hey, I'm going to be an overlord in the morning where I was at like 2100 and I should be fine. But yeah, I think a top 500 for Apex Overlord would be a lot better. It would just be like additionally adding a whole nother rank into there rather than just adding what Apex Overlord feels like half a rank. It's just it's not worth pushing into there. I really don't think at this point. Next on the list, more rotations. So with the launch of the new system, we lost sustained, which was really similar to single target, to be honest, but it had its quirks, like you needed some magic damage at the end for the big tomb guys. So there was a little bit of a difference in there, but I want some like completely different stuff. Like I had a few ideas of like the tank run, like that we're seeing in Forerunner right now, where you're just like basically defending people from getting to the fountain. I think that would be pretty fun. It's not as much DPS oriented, really, but if you're just trying to stop, like, say those new guys on uh, single target, or if you're trying to stop some of like the flaming fanatics that you are during the Sulkadin's run and the new Forerunner Codex. I think something like that could be really fun. Like you can't deal any damage like to them, but you just have to basically stop them in their path. And then another one, just like something that incorporates healing a little bit more. Not like that we're having in Codex. I don't think that would be really fun for Arena, but maybe something that they could actually attack like your platform units more, and they deal significant damage. So you have to make sure you're actually healing them, keep them alive as well. So something like that. We just need more variety. 3 rotations is gonna get very very stale, and like as it is, I don't think a whole lot of people enjoy Arena. So the more rotations we'd have, maybe the better. At this point, there's just like there's so many people unhappy about so many things. Uh, so it's hard to cater to all those. And then the final thing, it's more so for the end game. Um, be able to drop more than you shouldn't like be able to cap your daily losses. Like I think it was Jake Smash. I saw his video with Fastidious and or he was on Fastidious stream talking about it, and then I watched his video as well, where they're basically capped at like once you lose 500 points in a day, that's your cap, and I think that's just kind of really stupid. There's no way to set up an arena, especially like if you're pushing for an Overlord rank or something, or you're pushing for rank 1. It just doesn't make sense to actually cap somebody how many times they could lose. I don't know any other game that's ever done that. I know Raid doesn't do that. They cap you like if you're in plat, which that's or not plat. Yeah, plat. They cap you there. Um, so it would just be way better off doing something like that. I think it's actually gold that Raid caps you with losses, not plat. Plat's there in game. But yeah, maybe if you're plat near, you're capped, but definitely not an Overlord or Apex Overlord for this. Um, if your defense is failing, you shouldn't be in there. If your defense is failing a lot like that, you shouldn't be in there. If you're getting targeted, that kind of sucks. Uh, but yeah, definitely shouldn't have caps. And then like some of the side notes I had for this was some possible hero adjustments, just because I know uh, as far as like AoE goes, Boreas is way up top. Um, Anti-air, he's not as far up as I thought, but that's what I was gonna mention him. But when I saw this earlier, it was like, okay, he's not as good as I thought there. So it's like you really can't touch Boreas if you're not gonna touch Silas, who's used number 3 and number 1, and then you have Hatsit, that's here, and number 6. So hero adjustments are going to be really hard. Boreas, yes, he is very strong, but I just think he's like right on the cusp of either getting a little bit of a tweaking or not. Um, he's so strong in all aspects of the game, and Arena is just another one that he's just going to probably dominate for a long time. So yeah, it's like I said, it's really hard to say, okay, we need Boreas to be nerfed when you have heroes like Silas or Hatsit that are also being used extremely well in large amounts. But yeah, if you guys have any changes that you would like to see, post them down in the comments below. I'm interested. I really like Arena in all games, and this game is just not nearly as fun. Like week 1, I pushed for Overlord. I was just shy, and this week I didn't even bother. I was like, yeah, screw it. I saw I was like at I think it was around 2,300 where it ended last night for Overlord. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about possible arena changes in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Later.